So Gor Mahia are top of the table. And you know which other team is on top of the table?
Oh, God.
Here we go again. Here we go.
It's okay. You see, at least with Gor being top of the table, there's a chance of them winning the league. For Arsenal being top of the table, we don't know whether you're just warming the spot for whoever is going to win the league later in Feb. It doesn't matter how big of a player you are or how big your name is. If you're over-injured, you're sold.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that at Juventus.
Yeah.
Juventus got rid of Dybala. He was not a bad player for Dybala when he was at Juventus. But you can't. I can't say I have my best player on the bench half of the season because he's injured.
Liability.
As much as Varane is good, as much as Licha was good, as much as Casemiro is good.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, we need to bring in players that are consistent.
Welcome back to another episode of the Wildcard Show. My name is Venant and I'm with
Nicolette.
And
Wagwan, this is the Vibes Alliance, aka Timo.
what was that?
His intro.
Is it true?
Zoya, you're Saudi.
I like the bravado that you guys have, especially after losing this weekend to Newcastle.
You just arrived.
But before tuendele, man, it's a new month, man. Tuko December, I'm officially in the December mood, mean ko holiday mood. Weekend yangu inaanza vizuri. And another way you guys can start this December is by Sport Pesa. You know, this weekend there's somebody who won 4.7 million.
Mad.
Bro, 4.7 million all the way from Turkana. So see Nairobi peke, all over Kenya you can just invest 99 bob. Na alipata 15 out of 17 correct predictions. She's anaitwa Manangat. I don't know if you guys have heard that.
Man, I got money.
Yeah.
Man, I got money.
Yeah, man, I got that money. Yeah. So even you guys can start a chance of winning. And of course, e episode has been sponsored by Sport Pesa. But man, guys, how are we feeling, man? Tell me, as a Manchester United fan or maybe as a Kariobangi Sharks fan, how are you doing?
I'm not doing well, man. As I told you guys even before we started, send chocolate. It's been a heavy week for me. Atletico, K-Sharks, Manchester United. Like, when does it stop?
What about you? How's your week been, Kwanzaa? Wednesday, Champions League. Galatasaray. That was a night to remember.
I say we don't have the capacity. Honestly, I don't think it gets any better. But you know what? Take each day as it comes. We roll with the punches. Yeah.
Manzemi, I was happy because Arsenal once again were top of the table. Group B Champions League. We're the only team with a positive goal difference. How kila mtu ako minus.
Kwa group yenu?
Kwa group yetu ya UCL. Na tunaendelea fiti. Of course, manze, this weekend we saw the best drip of all time. I'm talking about the Ian Wright and the Arsenal kid that was a pre-match kid that was released. And manze, if you are a sports fan, you definitely getting that kit. Hata weka fan wa Man United, at least your jacket unaweza vaa time ya sherehe.
Sawa, Kit FC, sawa. We get it.
Yeah. But then again, lazima tuanze na shughuli ya Kenya. Kenya and under 18. I don't know if you guys have been seeing on social media or on just live games, but we've been playing very well.
Yeah.
Talking about 5-0 versus Sudan.
Yeah.
Just Sudan now only to disappoint our last game ya Kenya wenye walikuja huku. And then we went to beat 4-1 Somalia. And then they did that thing that they usually do kwa futa. For those people who watch as a futa ya mtaani. Una lose game and then you decide, you know what, wacha tuichukue personal. So mna nego vite ili game isiisha. So we beat them 4-1 and then we finished with 1-0 to Rwanda. So me under 18 and they play so well.
It's exciting.
They play so well.
Yeah.
If you can get a chance to watch Kenya under 18, the game is immaculate to say at least. And of course, kama fan wa Gor, we played alongside Kariobangi Sharks.
Let me tell you. You know, in the morning I was tagged on that video of the way you guys were making fun of us in the bus. Like, it never ends. I'm being bantered from all angles. There's no place where I can breathe.
And like, what went wrong with Kariobangi Sharks? Because you guys have been known to be that team. Nika Brighton, you guys are known to sink these big teams throughout history.
mi sijui ukiniuliza I don't know
because mulifunga like ilianza vizuri we scored a few minutes to the half time and then second half ikaanza then typical Gor Mahia fashion we consider goal in the 80th minute and I know once Kariobangi Shark start to do their thing just like the way you guys humiliated Everton some few seasons back I knew you guys are gonna do something because it was also another draw you guys may break record yet you are conceding goals and are clean sheets and then Omala with the 9th goal of the season does that thing in the 90th minute we are so far unbeaten in the league. We've won 7, we've drawn 6. Now Gor Mahia tuko hapo mbele, man.
But do you guys think you're going to win the league this season?
Yes, we're gonna win the league this season. We're 20 times champions. See by mistake. There's no VR here. So unaona si tuko tu mbele.
Because hakuna VR. So unasema that means kuna mistakes mnafanya lakini mnazima.
We know how to polish ourselves up. Like for example, Alpha Onyango, who was voted man of the match, he scored a very brilliant goal versus you guys. Yendo alifungwa account ya hiyo game last weekend and he went ahead to just show his brilliance as to why he is who he is in the game. So we're very impressed with Gor Mahia and we are looking forward to maintaining this league. You know now we're 2 points ahead of our competitors who walienda wakablanda hapa mbele. So me I'm genuinely happy with Gor Mahia and the way we're going on right now. So Gor Mahia are top of the table. And you know which other team is on top of the table?
Oh God.
Here we go again. Here we go.
It's okay. You see, at least with Gor being top of the table, there's a chance of them winning the league. For Arsenal being top of the table, we don't know whether you're just warming the spot for whoever is going to win the league later in Feb.
I think what you're saying too ni kuna wivu tu fulani uko nayo tu Arsenal because Arsenal we are winning. Wait, Roy Keane, a Man United fan, a Man United like him is the epitome of Manchester United, believes that Arsenal are contenders of winning this league this season.
Everyone knows that.
No, you see, being a contender is very different from you were contenders last season as well.
But this season, you see how we're playing. We're playing so well. We're playing so better. To go top of the league.
You know how many times you guys have been contenders?
Champions League. To go top of the league, Premier League. We have conceded the least amount of goals in all teams this season, bro. We have numbers going on for us.
Do you remember last season when you were saying you guys were top? No team has been top with this point difference. With this goal scored and all that. And what happens? Tumeona is script before. Nothing's due. Like, it's just take two.
But sasa unajua, that's the thing. You need last season. We're in a new season.
Do you remember the last time you guys won the league? Wenger had brown hair.
No one has ever. No Arsenal fan has tweeted, "We are Premier League champions," because Twitter did not exist the last time you guys on the league.
So the Premier League is based on Twitter now.
No.
It's a fact. Facts. See, tunatwanga XG, XA, nini. 0x tweets.
Did you guys
Arsenal fans?
Did you guys watch the game?
You and Wolves?
Yes.
Let me tell you, you guys needed a third goal.
You did
really needed a third goal. Because those last like 10-15 minutes, squeaky bumped. Squeaky bumped. Odegaard's goal was good though.
Odegaard's goal was amazing.
Yeah, but you guys, you're confident, you're playing well. There's some free-flowing football. But I think, like just the way you did during the Champions League game, in the Premier League games, it's kidogo harder. So I feel like you need to close out games earlier.
Yes.
And rotate a bit because there's a lot that you guys are playing for.
Yeah.
And so, 2 goals at home against Wolves, and they get 1 back. Psychologically, that puts you in a spin. So,
Okay. What about you, Nicolette? And please don't hate on Arsenal because at least now we're just sit compare.
No, I don't disagree though. But you know, I don't know, when it comes to the Premier League, there's a certain oomph of experience that you need to get over the line with when it comes to with Premier League football. So me, I'll always say that you have a good team, I don't deny. You have a good, fresh, young team.
We have the best team. Come on.
The best team.
We have the best team in the Premier League. Come on.
win the title, but okay, what do I know?
I was about to say that, but best teams usually have, trophy cabinets that are being opened every now and then, not once every 20 years. But, it's good to hope. It's good to be hopeful.
Wow.
You see, I wasn't coming to diss you. You're the one who landed. You're the one who gave me the landing strip to diss you. I was being positive. But, like I will always say, there's always that bit of experience that you need that gets you above the line. Like, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay. Even for the Champions League. I mean, you guys were in an easy group, to be honest. You're not in a group. There's no team there that can challenge you guys. Is there?
Probably Sevilla, probably.
Yeah. But Sevilla pia wamekuwa na form ingine
Sevilla, come on, they want to go to the Europa League where they're comfortable. So let's not put Sevilla in that list. I don't think you have competitors there, to be honest.
You know the Sevilla theory in Champions League?
Tell us about it.
So the theory is they usually make sure they finish number 3 so that they go to the Europa League, and then now that's when they unleash their superpowers.
It's a thing, and it's worked very, very times. So that's funny. That's funny. I like it.
Me, as an Arsenal fan, actually, I can say this. Odegaard is back. I remember Odo, we used to say Gostegard. Odegaard is back, and he was man of the match versus Wolves. We were fantastic in the first half, honestly. That scoring 2 goals in a couple of minutes to kill the game was amazing. Zinchenko, for me, I like him when he plays as a midfielder or like in the advanced roles in our attacking system. I don't like him as a defender. I like him when he plays that like a CDM role. Yeah, and we get to see the best of him because even when you look at that assist for the second goal, it was very good just to see. And I like how we fans support Zinchenko whenever he does such a thing, And the Saka and Odegaard combination, once again, it's back. I just hope for Martinelli to now score goals because he hasn't scored ever since the City fixture, which is like 5 weeks ago, Of course, if I'm to critic Arsenal, I can say this. We just need to kill these games fast. I do agree with you guys when you talk about we should have scored the 3rd goal.
Yeah.
And you also as a football fan, you talk about not feeling comfortable with Arsenal when we win these games because it's a bit suspect. Like you guys, like it's like we need to, there's some certain games when we score even 2-0 first half, a game imeisha and you put on another game to watch. We still not.
You're not there yet.
Yeah. Zinchenko and his defensive duties. He's the one who literally gave away that goal. He's the one who gave away that goal.
And mind you, if I look at Wolves now compared to the time when they had what was his name, the dude who went to Saudi, when Kina Jimenez and all were then.
Ruben Neves.
Yeah. When that particular Wolves team was much more compact. I feel like right now Wolves don't have a proper finishing team. Like they don't finish well. They have a good midfield, but they don't finish games well. And yet they were still able to pull one back from title contenders Arsenal.
Well, come on, say it with love. Say it with.
But I have said it with a lot of accent.
Kuna kakiburi bado iko hapo. Kiburi. Kuna kakiburi tu fulani tu iko hapo.
No, but you see, it says a lot. That's what I'm saying. There's that experience that you'll always need to get you above the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a question that was asked, and I can ask you guys as Manchester United fans.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Gabriel Jesus in Arsenal? Do you believe he's a flop? What do you think needs to happen for him to elevate Arsenal to the next level? Because there's that criticism of him not scoring goals. He responded to it this season, not this season, this week after the Champions League match. So what do you guys think about him?
If I'm being honest, I feel like you guys brought in Jesus to help your young strikers have someone to mentor them and what do you call this? And like give it that oomph. I don't think his main role was to come in and score 40 goals this season for Arsenal, to be honest, to be fair to him. I think he's there to improve the younger players because like I said, you need those older players to kind of help bring up your younger players. I think that's what his role is. I don't think he's 100%. You guys are 100% relying on him to be a top scorer this season. To be honest.
What about you?
Yeah, by the way, also just very briefly, I think that by the time a striker is saying scoring goals is not my strong suit, that raises alarms. But we've seen Jesus in terms of hold-up play, bring other people into play. So I think he adds experience from his Man City days and probably makes the game more fluid for you guys. And so you don't really need a 30-goal striker every season, but if everyone can chip in with 15, 10 and all that, that's where now Jesus comes and plies his trade, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Because kumekuna criticism yake sana in the Premier League. You know, guys are just, hey, we bought you as a number 9.
Yeah.
You're not doing what a number 9 does. And I, as an Arsenal fan, of course, I'll be biased when I talk about Arsenal. But I get to see what he does. You know, the final third pass, the assist, maybe this goal. Remember, there's a certain goal he scored in the Champions League that was voted goal of the week at that time. And I'm impressed. However, I think we still need another striker for us to see the best out of him. Somebody who he can ping pong the ball with, like, and he can play pamoja hapo mbele so that now we get to score goals, because that's what we need to do right now as Arsenal. Yes, the 2-1, the 1-0 is good, but in a situation where a team like Burnley scoring five goals,
that was an insane game.
Against your rivals pale chini, but we need to score. Yes, ilikuwa pale chini, Sheffield United.
It was relegation derby.
Yeah, it was a relegation derby.
Your rival.
But it's okay, Mkona Kai Havertz, he can play any position. He can be your number 9 next season.
Oh my God, Kai Havertz he's good. He scored in the Champions League and he scored in the other Premier League game.
And
you know,
he's
nice.
Time.
Arteta still has time with him, but we still need like a striker. Of course, Tony has been linked with Arsenal, so I still believe that we still need a striker. So December is here and we're officially in the holiday mood. You know, I'm talking about my teams being in the top of the table. I'm talking about Muranga Seals losing. I'm talking about Sportfesa having something for us this December. We need to stay tuned to the wild card because we have something going on for you guys. So, of course, we have to talk about Manchester United because I don't know if you've seen a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old play with a toy. That's how it felt like watching Newcastle toy with you guys throughout the 90 minutes that was presented to us. Honestly, if you guys stayed up till 1 a.m. watching that game,
I was actually watching X-Files in between, shamelessly.
What, you don't have faith in your team?
You know, my whole life of supporting this club, this season has been the first season where I didn't finish a game or I was watching other things in the middle of watching a game.
Wild.
Wow.
That's how bad United has been this season.
That's
Wow.
insane,
What
actually.
about you?
Honestly, I didn't stay up till 1. It was 12:45. But also, honestly, I really don't have any words. It's crazy that I can sit here and say that us losing 1-0 was flattering to us because
It could have been worse.
Newcastle battered us. They created chances. Rashford's work rate is atrocious. I don't care if he's back with his ex. I don't care if he has a new fade, whatever. He's just a horrible footballer, honestly. Like, I'd rather have someone who will...
Havertz, yes.
No.
Have someone who'd come and help their right back defensively, because most of the chances were being created down his wing. And it was so frustrating to watch. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Even your manager was frustrated by
But
Rashford.
he shouldn't be frustrated. By the way, Ten Hag should not be frustrated because it's your duty as the manager to look at which players have been underperforming and replace them with players who are performing. He has decided to put all of us in that predicament. So it goes back to the Champions League game. We've been seeing, Onana, he's finally finding his footing. Then he has another stinker. But you see, I can perform as badly as I want because I know my spot is guaranteed. Why didn't we see Altar play over Onana? Why aren't we seeing Garnacho play over Rashford, put Pellistri in the right wing? Why are we seeing Pellistri on the bench and we're seeing Anthony still being given chances when we've been complaining about Anthony's work rate? So the manager should not act like he's upset. He's the one who's setting us up for these things.
Could it be something that he sees during training?
Can we stop with that? Because to be honest with you, I was very excited when Ten Hag came in because I thought he's going to come in and develop the youth players because Ten Hag is known for that. He develops a project.
Okay.
And the thing with Manchester United, we need coaches who can come in and develop the team. Because to be honest, I'm not seeing any team. I'm not seeing a unit play. We're not seeing that. We're seeing Bruno running around trying to play every position where he's becoming more of a mess than he is, because that's what he's doing. He's running around in defense. He's running around trying to be a striker. Because you see, okay, for him, his emotions are overtaking his thought process right now because he wants this club to be successful. But you can't do everything on your own. Sit down with your manager and tell your manager, these guys are not delivering. It doesn't matter how you feel about this person because they're your friend. They're not playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? True, honestly, and you see the thing you're saying about Bruno is, and it just takes me back to this week. The first Hakim Ziyech free kick, I can't believe I'm saying that. The first free kick Ziyech scored against us, which is still wild. Bruno was creating a chance, and so United were all forward. And so now Galatasaray were countering.
Yeah.
Bruno in the box was telling McTominay, hey, that's your position, run back. Bruno had to sprint back, go make the foul. And go straight, not to the ref, to McTominay and be like, hey, bro, your positional awareness is horrible. And that's why, for me, I feel like Amrabat Maino, for real, Amrabat Maino makes sense, and have Bruno go do his nonsense. Let's have a front four that can go try, bring some flair and have a solid 6. And so, honestly, like, it's frustrating to watch. And especially because we know we have these players waiting on the bench. Why is Varane on the bench? Surely. Why? Mr. Champions League. Why?
You know, let me be honest with you. Maguire will have one good game, but he's not a solid starter. And yet we see him day in, day out. How do you have two centre-back players on the bench, and you have Luke Shaw playing as a centre?
British passport.
Honestly.
It's a thing.
Like, does that make sense to you? I don't have coaching licenses, but I think I'd do a better job.
You have common sense.
Okay, so now that you've mentioned that, I was going to say something about Maguire. Like,
Sema sahi.
After this. Do you guys believe the current Manchester United players have what is required to go back to their winning ways? I'm talking about top 4, top 3. I'm talking about Champions League semi-finals. I'm talking about FA Cup. Do you guys believe the current players that you guys have can reach Canaan?
No.
I'd say yes with an asterisk.
No.
Because you have people like Varane. We've forgotten about Licha, who was a very huge part in our success last season. You have Varane, you have Licha, you have Shaw, who's just come back. Who could write back your conversation as Kwingine? If Casemiro stays fit for whatever reason, you have Maino in the team, you have your Amrabats, and then Ukombele, Ataweka, whoever you want to put. I think that we have a crop of players that if we string 5 games, first of all, with the same starting 11, because we've been hampered with injuries, we've been worst hit, I think, across the season. If we string games together where we can have a consistent starting 11, we have some form of identity to our play, I think we can start getting results. Before we lost to Newcastle, we were the form team, which is weird to say. But you see, like, just perspective kidogo, I think it can be done. Can
I tell you something, though? Let's look at teams who win titles, like their league titles, Champions Leagues, back to back.
So,
okay.
Tulia kwanza.
It doesn't matter. And this is one thing we need to stop. It doesn't matter how big of a player you are or how big your name is. If you're over-injured, you're sold.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that at Juventus. Oh, yeah. Juventus got rid of Dybala. He was not a bad player for Dybala when he was at Juventus. But I can't say I have my best player on the bench half of the season because he's injured.
The liability.
As much as Varane is good, as much as Licha was good, as much as Casemiro is good.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, we need to bring in players that are consistent. And that's the reason why I say maybe we only have 3 players in that team that can get us far. But football is a team of 11 players. That's not even half the team being good enough to win anything.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
It's tough. I can't believe you're saying this.
It's tough.
Oh my God. Yeah, say I'm on French side. Okay, as a football fan, I don't understand why you guys are still against Maguire because he's been nominated for Player of the Month.
So?
For November.
Do you know Dan James?
Number 2.
Do you know Dan James was nominated how many times for Player of the Month, Goal of the Month? What did he do for the club?
See, he was scoring and playing very well.
Yeah, agenda must agenda. Agenda must
Maguire
agenda.
is for me, Maguire is still the best.
It's okay
best
when
player at
Arsenal
Manchester
needs
United,
experience.
keeping clean sheets.
Oh God.
And also, let's agree, this Newcastle game is among one of the best players from your side.
That's just because of how bad we are now.
Yeah, but still.
He thrives in horrible conditions. Do you not see a
thrives in
pattern here?
So you say what? Maguire is toxic.
No, but you can't say that because also
Agenda.
Luke Shaw had given his all in that particular point.
But who's talking about Luke Shaw?
It doesn't matter. Luke Shaw is better than him. Luke Shaw is not even a centre back. Let's start there.
Maguire is playing very well.
He's not.
He even had a shot on target.
Oh my God. But he also almost scored an own goal. In which
by the way,
he
yeah,
almost
by the
scored
way,
an own
yeah,
goal.
by
What
the
are you
way,
telling me?
Agenda must agenda.
Okay, I have a last question for you guys before we move on. Let's say you're Gareth Southgate right now.
Hey.
You're picking your players and you have Gordon or Rashford. Who will you pick? Considering
It's easy.
even how they play in the England squad. Because Rashford last time even scored a couple of goals. He's been from form. He is experienced and he has that leadership ability in the English squad. So who will you pick right now? Because Gordon, on the other hand, guys are even calling him Flash Gordon. And he has a huge work rate going on at Newcastle. So who will you pick?
I think if I was Gareth Southgate, I'd go as depending on who England is playing against.
But you have to pick one in this case.
Because we can say call him Flash Gordon, but when they play against Spain, he might not show up.
Let's use Germany.
Or against Germany,
How
he might
much
not
is
show
left
up.
back? Pick me.
And you pick me.
Pick me.
Oh, you know how I scored a goal at that position, left
Yeah,
back.
and he gave away the penalty, remember?
Come on.
I know. You have to pick and choose. But honestly, I think I go with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like it depends with the opposition or the opponent in this case. And so probably, yeah. But for a tournament,
For a tournament, you can.
I think I might go Rashford for a tournament because set pieces, penalties, and all that, a bit more experience. But it's a sijui friendly, sijui group game, ni nini tunaenda San Marino. I God on hata naweza mpea captain. Iko nini?
Oh, on that note, as we finish off with Manchester United, please note that the Jim Radcliffe story has died.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
You've not noticed there's no update?
I think they're waiting
So let's just continue being depressed.
But I was telling you, si tuchange.
Oh, we don't go fund
Mnaonaje?
me.
Tushikane, tuchange, to buy United.
Manchester United.
Uko na how much? Sini wa sport pesa uko na how much?
Ni sawa, tunaweza tengeneza pay bill.
Mimi napigia nani anaitwaje Managat. Managat's money.
Naambeni aje, we
Come
need
through, I come through.
Ayo ni poor man. So we are moving on to my favorite part of the show, the trivia. So trivia. She's been here before, and basically how the trivia works is I get to ask questions, easy questions. You guys can even participate at home. It's usually five maximum, and whoever gets the most wins. So Nicolette, this is a good moment for you to get your first win up and then to chape Brayo
I'm still petitioning for multiple choices.
Oh, so multiple choice. Wait.
Hakuna multiple choice.
Simple rules. Hakuna rules.
No, the rules is simple. I just get to ask simple questions, and then you write, and then you show the guys what you've written, and then whoever gets the most wins.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So trivia hii wiki, we are just looking at managers of the Premier League. It's simple. Managers of the Premier League. Yeah, managers of the Premier League. So tunaanza na simple sana.
Simple Simon.
Aya. Who's the manager of Everton? That's just an easy one.
I said first.
Oh, is it a speed thing? Because you see that's
no.
about rules.
No.
And right, you have to make it legible.
Okay, so
Tuseme.
basi ni saa ni Sean Dyche.
Hey,
Next.
bro.
Who's the manager of Sheffield United?
I have no
Jehovah.
idea.
I don't know.
I literally have no idea. These guys do manager roulette.
No, this guy has been since they won this season.
Sheffield who?
Sheffield United.
The Blades.
Yes.
Unaona nasema the Blades ndio nionekane niko na
Probably you'll even be among the first managers to be.
What do you mean? Sheffield United.
Yes.
Nobody
nikimchora sura ina
Nobody given my answer.
I legitimately do not know. I won't lie. I don't know. But new say. See what new say.
Hacking bottom. You've never hacking bottom.
What the heck is bottom? Like hi. Next.
Okay.
No wonder they're at the bottom. It's the manager.
The Blades are
It
blunt.
makes sense. Your name means everything.
This one should be easy. Who's the manager for Wolves?
Let me tell you, for real, when I'm telling you I really don't know managers right now, I kid you not.
He's an English
Actually,
guy. Isn't Oh my God, I've forgotten his name.
I don't know if it's...
The fact that I know his nationality, does that count?
No.
The only reason...
It's because I said he's English.
No, first of all, that, but also...
So I get half of his marks.
He's had... No, I don't
I
even
give
know.
up
Maybe he's
too.
Scottish. But he's also had a tirade with the VAR in his... Like he said, he's not going to talk about VAR. But these guys have conceded like 3 or 2 controversial penalties to the VAR.
They've lost points actually because of VAR
So I
issues.
feel like it's this guy. But if it's not this guy...
Mi sijui. Mi najua tu ni his first language is English.
Okay.
See you?
Gary O'Neill.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So tulize hata strike up moja at least to pay a chance.
It's okay. Nilimwambia tupe multiple choices akakata.
Who's the manager for Nottingham Forest?
Shida yako ni gani?
This one is easy. This one is easy.
Let me look at Nottingham.
This one is easy because I remember when they beat us last season, when Aoni scored, this manager was super excited.
Bro, I don't know.
I've given you a hint. He was there last season.
That's fine. That's how he put that. He's still... Wait, equalize, bana. Equalize.
So for your lady, these people, you see them whenever this team come out Nottingham Forest.
But we don't know their names.
You said it starts with a C. Basi.
Mi nilikuwa
Can I-
nimeanza
can I go
kuchora
first?
trees.
Can I go over? Sijui. I'm so serious. Like legit. I don't know what managers.
my
This
God.
guy switch every 2 months.
No, this guy's been there
No,
last
this
season.
one has been consistent. I've just
Still.
forgotten his name.
Mimi simjui.
Simjui.
You have a chance to equalize. Come on.
Ndio nini? Is this the last question?
No, hii ni ya bado moja.
Hey. Come back. Unaweza piga hapa La Remontada.
Mi nilikuwa nimechora trees.
Moral. There was a whole holiday for that the other day, yani.
December, when the season.
Man.
Just tell us.
Steve Cooper, come on, quite serious. Steve Cooper.
Oh, I can
yeah.
see his
Hey,
bags and all
Steve
that.
Cooper.
Yeah. Couldn't care less.
Wow, okay.
Hey, managers. Hey, ulikuwa umeniseti.
I should have been, by the way, I should have been good at this because I actually watched their press conferences.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do.
Then why are you not winning?
I don't know because I don't know names generally. I forget names, but I'll remember your face.
This is the last one. Brentford.
Brentford Imedu?
I don't know his
Who's the
name,
manager?
but I know how he looks. He has long hair. Does that count?
Oh, I know. Wait.
You'll know. You see, I'm just giving clues here.
Honestly, let me tell you, I'd want to split this point with you. Like for
I
real,
know, right?
If it's not you, I wouldn't have known. Is it Tom Cruise? To be frank,
Yes.
I think it's Tom. No? Okay.
So he's giving me half a point.
Yeah.
So tuko na winner leo, Nicolette bwana. Tuko na winner hapa leo. I'm lead by 1.5, right? 1.5.
But she's if she didn't say that this guy has long hair, I would have gotten it. So miko wangu, I think tumeshinda. And it's because you told me everyone can be a winner with Sport Pesa.
Everybody stands a chance of winning with Sport Pesa. I'm talking about over 330 million in the mega jackpot that is going on right now, guys, what will you do if you win that money? Over 330 million.
See, tunaika kwa ile pay bill ya Manchester United GoFundMe.
Kabisa. Hawezi bet tena na hiyo. Na bet tena neka kwa odia 2 ya Arsenal kuanguka.
Come on, you guys can't be hating on Arsenal that much. You think you're gonna lose? We're gonna lose the title in May?
We've watched this before. We've seen this before. I really think so. Yeah.
Speaking of which, manze, kuna a competition going on here in our FPL mini league. Yeah, good company. And right now, guys have over. Of course, in that league, guys have over 800 points.
Yo.
Yes. 800 points going on. I managed to get 66 points in this week, and my FPL picks for guys has been spot on so far. My highlight was Heung-min Son and Zinchenko and Trippier, because guys were really doubting those players, and like I talked about them last week, they've performed very well, you know. And we are going on to game week 17. Actually, no, game week 16, because by the time these guys watch this show, game week 16 would have been, no, game week 15 would have been going on. Yeah, so let's just march into game week 16. How are you guys feeling about your current FPL teams?
Do you want to go first?
I'm the Sean Dyche of this thing. Everyone knows it. I almost survived. I just make it through. But yeah, this week I haven't managed to plan my team, so my points were really bad at 47.
47. That was the average for this.
No, it wasn't. No, it was below. 54. It was below average.
Okay. What about you?
So you said you had 47.
I had 66.
On the flip side, I have 74.
Nice.
Literally. And I think for me, the highlight was my midfield. I had Odegaard, Son, Saka, Foden, and Salah.
Wow.
So in the first,
how do you have that money to buy all these players?
You see, why do you think United is struggling? I am embezzling funds. No, but it's because I have cheap people at the back like Saliba, you know. Just
like
come on,
Saliba.
why are you guys using? Arsenal is winning. We're top of the league.
That's why he's in my team.
Saliba is a premium FPL pick.
Premium Nameleta one baridi one, surely one. But just going back to it, I think at the beginning of the game when Son scored the own goal, hey brother, I knew I was in for a long ride. But hey, Odegaard came up clutch, Saka. My captain was Oli Watkins.
Wow.
Yeah.
You weren't moved by that injury concern that you had.
Let me tell you, high risk, high reward. This whole Salah, Haaland bandwagon is just 5 points every day. 5 points.
But he gave me 14 and he opened his hair and flipped it.
I know, you see that. I can't argue that. But yeah, like for me, I like FPL because you can take risks. And
true.
That's how, you see, differentials is where it's at. Kila mtu ataenda Salah, we unakaza Salah lete 5. Watkins hat-trick, and that's how you jump up and you'll be in good company.
Yes. Nice. I don't know if you'll captain him against Arsenal.
Oh, let me tell you, brother, he's water wet. He's water wet. He's a Pope Catholic. Watkins at home.
Yes.
Have you seen Villa's home form? These guys are averaging
by the way,
3 goals a game at home. Nani nyinyi? Ai.
Kwanza unajua ni nani? Ni Dracula ndo ana take over. So akona machungu kama vile Joao Felix alikuwa nazo against us.
Wow.
Get
It's
ready.
interesting you say that because that's one of the fixtures that I have for you guys to consider this weekend. Aston Villa against Arsenal. Yes, we are the team that has conceded the few in the league. But then again, our away from Kidogo has been tricky of late, and Aston Villa has a record of scoring against Arsenal. I'm not talking about winning, I'm talking about scoring. And Watkins has been that guy throughout this couple of seasons. So I have him there, Watkins and Diaby. They complement each other on their style of play. Another team that I need you guys to think about is Brentford, because they are playing Sheffield United. And I don't know if you guys had, you know the way like kuna MSN for Barcelona, there's BMW for Brentford. That's Brand Beumo, Mope, and Wisa. So you can consider those people because they are cheap. And
I
it's
like
Sheffield
it.
United.
And he's
They've
there.
conceded 5 goals.
Who is on my team?
Nice. Next one, this one is a differential because you talked about differential. I have Edward versus Liverpool, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. I have
mad.
Edward going on over there. He scored last weekend versus, I think, was it West Ham? It ended 1-1, and Edward has form going on his side, so I have him over there. 2 goals and 3 assists so far in these last 3 appearances.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, 2 goals in the last 3 appearances. I'm forgetting about the assist. And Liverpool, we have to talk about Trent because Trent has been scoring against Man City. Hii hapa versus Fulham. Which kwangu they were kidogo walikuwa wanacheza na moto hapo. And 25 points in the last 3 appearances. Imagine 25 points.
That's insane.
Yeah. Next is Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. So up I have 2 people. I have Cunha and I have Hwang
Hee-chan.
Yes. Cunha because he has 2 goals and an assist and a bonus point to his name in the last 3 games. So he has form going on. Hwang Chang has blanked only 5 times this season in 15 games. So this is somebody who you need to buy and keep in your team.
Yeah.
Again, they're cheap, and it's Nottingham Forest who lost versus Everton last weekend. Yeah. Man City versus Luton Town. Of course.
So Haaland remains captain then?
Yeah.
For you guys.
You don't have Haaland on your team?
I have him, but he's not captain.
Oh, okay.
I'm not captaining him. Watkins. Akiwa wapi? Hey.
Mimi, I have 2 people here. Doku and Foden. When it comes to selecting your midfielders, because you talked about having cheap players on your team that's helping you getting points.
Yeah.
So Foden and Doku versus Luton Town is good. We've discovered Akanji plays as an out of position player. Basically, he's a defender, but he plays as a midfielder.
As a midfielder,
So you guys should think about that.
Best. Those are the best.
Yeah. And also the FPL Cup is on. If you guys don't know.
By the way,
The FPL Cup is on. So each and every game week matters right now. So you have to make sure you are outperforming your scheduled FPL rival on the FPL Cup. Yeah. So do you guys even have any other thing going on that you'd like to let us know?
Me, I want to see you on the side to help me with my FPL team.
Okay. What about you?
Like FPL wise?
No, even if you have anything to tell Manchester United fans or Arsenal fans.
Let me tell you, games are coming thick and fast. We're in December. I think we have like 7 games to play in December. There's no time to keep our heads down. We are the great Manchester United. Na si mnajua story yawa. April, full. No?
Wow. What I know is Arsenal is we are playing Liverpool in the FA Cup 3rd round. So not FPL managers, but Sisi Kafa and Arsenal, we need to cheer our players. Yes, I know Nketiah is doing whatever it is that he's doing. But at that time, we'll need his goal. We'll need Havertz to score.
God. Just focus on Nketiah.
Your attack is in trouble. Nketiah is in the room. See defense. Attack yenu.
And on that note, my name is Venant.
I'm Nicolette.
This is the Vibes Alliance, and
this episode is sponsored by Sport Pesa.